What's up, everybody? Rusty Belt coming at you. Rusty Belt is coming at you. Getting ready to roll. It is currently Saturday, November 29th, 2 days after Thanksgiving, 2025, 6:54 p.m. and 34 degrees. WNBC. I'm in Racine, Wisconsin, and we're in the middle of what I would call a blizzard. Probably got about 6 inches of snow so far, and I just looked at the radar. As you can see, there's people shoveling pretty much everywhere you look right now. Yeah, just took a little break from what I was doing before and looked at the radar, and we seem to be kind of like in the eye of the hurricane, if you will, with this storm system right now. It was like right in the middle of it. There was a little bit of a dead spot, and that's kind of like right over us right now. I guess that's a couple minutes to 7 p.m. right now. It's been snowing since maybe like 8, 9 o'clock this morning. And like I said, we probably got 6 inches of snow so far. I'm on 3 Mile Road right now, which is the boundary between the city of Racine proper and Caledonia to the north. And this road is well plowed and not bad at all. But I've been in the side streets, and I've actually got my vehicle stuck already today. I mean, it's that bad. So yeah, we're just, well, I wasn't there per se, but the area, Racine, Kenosha, part of Milwaukee, got like a foot of snow dumped on it already a couple weeks ago. And then the temperatures were like in the 50s the next day, so I mean, it all melted away just like instantly. It's like it never happened. But there was a little storm that turned into a big lake effect event that dumped like a foot of snow on like the areas of some parts of Racine and Kenosha that were right by the lake. So it's kind of almost like that storm never even happened because it came and went so quick. But so this technically isn't the first winter storm of the year, but it's kind of the first one that's impacting most of the state of Wisconsin. Turning onto Douglas Avenue right now. This is Highway 32, north side of Racine. Douglas Avenue here so far is not bad either. I mean, there's plows oncoming right ahead of me right now. Like I said, we'll get into the side streets and kind of see the wrath of what's really going on where the roads haven't been taken care of. There's a lot of snow on the ground. Like I said, I'm no meteorologist, but I will say I'm pretty good at interpreting what's going to happen if I can have a look at a radar that's accurate. And I would say that it's like halftime right now as far as this whole system goes. Like, if we've gotten 6 so far, there'll probably be 12 by the time all is said and done, which it's not supposed to start even slowing down until like way after midnight, and not supposed to be completely done till like 6 a.m. or something, so. But yeah, Douglas Avenue is sloppy, slushy, but it's not covered in snow, and it's not really slippery, put it that way. But I'm just gonna turn into some random side streets, so let's hang a left. This is South Street right here. Again, I'm on, I guess, what you would call like the far north side of town right now. Yeah, this intersection's real slushy. South Street, one thing I will say too, there's not much traffic going on. I just stopped somewhere to pick something up, and I was pretty much like the only person in the store in a place that would normally be busier than what it was, and there's like no traffic going on. I mean, South Street's not exactly like a real busy road or anything, but there's only one other car like all the way down at the end of the road right now besides me. Yeah, this ain't like dangerous, but there's definitely a good amount of snow on the road here. But then, let's take a, excuse me, taking a left. This is 6th Avenue right here. I mean, yeah, this is not been touched, really. I don't think, besides cars driving through it. And then there's a lot of leaves on the road, too, because I think they were doing, like, the leaf removal. So there's a lot of spots where there's big piles of leaves that are just covered in snow now, which, yeah. Yeah, there's a good amount of snow on this road. Snow is coming down decent right now. It's not heavy, but it's steady. I mean, yeah, you can hear me. And this is like a brand new vehicle that I'm driving, but it's spinning the tires a lot. And like I said earlier, I pretty much got stuck in the middle of the road on a side street on the south side of town. And have talked to some other folks that I know that are in the area, and they're having the same issues. Like, cars are getting stuck all over the place. Seeing lots of accidents in like higher traffic areas, cars off the road, all that fun stuff. Now this is North Street. See, now I'm driving eastbound, like due east right now. And it seems to be, I seem to be driving into the snow now that I've turned in this direction. And the lake is directly east of here, Lake Michigan. So that would indicate possibly we have some lake effect going on. Lake effect snow, for those of you that don't know, I mean, if you're watching this and you live in southeastern Wisconsin, you probably know what lake effect snow is. If you don't live anywhere by like Lake Michigan or one of the Great Lakes, you probably don't know. But that's just a phenomena. So, you know, like meteorology 101 here. Our atmosphere in the United States, things tend to move west to east, just the jet stream, right? And Lake Michigan is the eastern boundary of the state of Wisconsin. So like Racine, Kenosha, you know, Green Bay, Milwaukee, all of the towns that are on the Lake Michigan shore are essentially bordered to the east by the lake. But when you have these snowstorms that come in from the west, when they hit the Lake Michigan shore, the majority of the time, I mean, sometimes the lake freezes over completely. I mean, it's frozen over completely like a couple times ever in history. I mean, Lake Michigan is too big to freeze over unless it's really cold for a long time. Here's a lot of snow right here. Yeah. But as I was saying, Lake Michigan most of the time does not freeze over, or doesn't really freeze up at all in milder winters. And so you have all this water that's always warmer than 32 degrees, obviously, because it's not frozen. We're on Erie Street now, heading south, actually, if you care to know. But, excuse me one second here. As I was saying, so the lake's always got all the, you know, it's a massive body of water that's almost always going to be warmer than the air when it's snowing out. So just the clashing of the weather systems being introduced to all the warm air that's coming off of the water creates a phenomena where, you know, I'm not a meteorologist, but like it's almost like halting the storm and increasing the intensity of it, where it'll just get really heavy snowfall right at the edge of the lake that comes inland, you know, a mile or two or a few miles, you know. I'm doing a terrible job of trying to explain this. I mean, I know what I mean. A lot of people that are listening probably understand what I mean, but it's just, you know, the term lake effect snow is a system hits the warmer air from the lake and it creates a whole bunch more snow that lingers around sometimes, like even way past when the rest of the storm is done, and can lead to some really intense snowfalls right at the shore of Lake Michigan on the east side of the lake, which is where I am. There you go. And sometimes you'll have a foot of snow right at the Lake Michigan shore and a couple inches a few miles inland. You know, it can be that extreme. So yeah, so Erie Street, we're kind of seeing the wrath of it here. Like this block is plowed, but the last few blocks were not, and we're kind of rough. Kind of want to get stuck somewhere. And this is why you guys are watching, right? This is the kind of entertainment I bring to you for free of charge. I mean, you can watch all you want for free. You know, just click on an ad once in a while so I make a few bucks. But yeah, so I have no real agenda right now other than kind of want to just putz about the town, if you will, and while it's snowing, and can all take it all in together, because it ultimately is beautiful. I mean, driving about 15 miles an hour right now for reference. That's about as fast as I feel comfortable right now. I mean, this ain't bad right here, but I was sliding around good earlier on the south side. Maybe I should head to the south side. What do you think? I'll definitely wait for these guys to pass. It's hard to get a good head of steam when the roads are like this. You don't want to try to shoot the gaps, if you will. There we go. Continuing southbound on Erie Street. Crack the window a little bit, maybe get a little bit of that ambient, slushy road noise. Maybe not. I never know what things are going to sound like on the playback when I'm filming, so I kind of just hope for the best sometimes. Got some blowing snow going on here. Yeah, stream left is east, which is where the lake is, so it's definitely blowing in off the lake right now. I think I'm gonna go, actually, we're only like 3 blocks from the lake right now. 4 blocks, 4 blocks. 4 short blocks. Yeah, and then keep on going down Erie to Hamilton, then I'll shoot over to the lake and see what it looks like down there.